Hello and welcome, fans of the RPG Fanatic show, to a very special episode.
Special episode. You've been doing a lot of special episodes lately. So many special episodes is no longer special. Do a special episode.
I have not been saying that they're all special episodes. I may make special announcements, but not special episodes.
Hey, don't you argue semantics with me.
Anyway, today is a very special episode because we're going to be talking about a game that is somewhat near and dear to my heart. It's RPG Maker Super Dante by ASCII. This was released back in 1995 as a Japanese-only exclusive game. And I recently came in possession of a complete copy of the game. The instruction manual, the cartridge, mint condition, absolutely perfect and pristine. This is a great copy for any collector, but a lot of people haven't heard about this game. Now I'm sure many of you have heard about the RPG Maker series, mostly because of the software that's been pirated and translated by various people. But there are now official releases as well, now that Interbrain is handling all of the distribution in North America. But long before that was going on, they were making games in this series for systems like the PC-88 and the MX2, and a couple other ones as well, I think. Mostly computers, but this was the first console release that ASCII did with their RPG Maker series. Now, as you can see in some of this footage, the game's graphics are pretty decent, I would say, for a product like this back in the Super Nintendo era. And it basically allows you to make a Dragon Quest style of game. It's not too terribly complex, but I think it works for the format. Now, you might be wondering how people managed to share their games once they made them. Well, ASCII made a device called the Super Turbo File Adapter, which allowed people to have larger amounts of save data space for specific types of games that were made by ASCII. And one of these games supported was RPG Maker Super Dante. So basically you would download your game to someone else's Turbo File Adapter, and then you'd be able to play it. But you would still need the this RPG Maker Super Dante cartridge in order to access all the data. Now, there was a sequel to this, RPG Maker Super Dante 2, which was released the very next year. That one was compatible with the Satellaview system, which a lot of people know of because of the BS Zelda release. But ASCII allowed you to download information into your cartridge, and you could still use the Turbo File Adapter to distribute your games, but now you also had the option to upload them to the Satellaview and share them with people over that network. I don't have one of these devices, so I obviously can't recreate the experience in the review proper for you, but I do want to talk about this game because it's important to me, because it's one of the first forages into game design that I did. Back in I want to say 98 or 99, it was somewhere in that time frame, there was a fan translation group called Kanji Hack who did translation of the ROM and then distributed it all over the internet. And that was I came across it when I was really big into the import scene and playing games. So I checked it out and I was like, wow, this is really cool. I wish I knew how to save a game and distribute it to others, because at the time that part of it wasn't translated yet. And because of that, I learned that they were working on another project called RPG Maker 95, which they were also translating, that was part of ASCII software. And I played, I guess play isn't the correct word, I made several different games with the RPG Maker 95 software. Pirated, yeah, I was a little teenage criminal, but I learned a lot in the making of games and how it all fits together, and it really changed my perspective when I looked at a lot of these console games that people were making. I was like, wow, there's a lot that goes into this, and it's also a lot of fun. So I attribute this game here, coming across the partially translated ROM of it, at least, on the internet, to getting me involved in game design. So it's very precious to me, and now it's part of my permanent collection. I do want to show off some of it because I have a complete collection. I've never seen images of lots of this stuff before. Like, I've seen the box before, but I've never seen, like, you know, the back of it. I've never seen the instruction manual. So let's take a bit of a look at it here. Here's the cartridge. This is what the cartridge looks like. Hopefully this will come out good. This is what the cartridge looks like, and you know, I like that means RPG Maker Super Dante. Released in 1995 by ASCII. And here's the instruction manual. And it's very interesting in the back. It says, for sale and use in Japan only, business use and rental prohibited. And it's a pretty thick instruction manual too, with lots of really colorful images and lots of really neat stuff inside. I wish I could understand it all, and maybe it would explain why it's called Super Dante. I'm considering doing some scans and uploading it onto the internet. So this has been not really a review, but more of a look at this RPG Maker Super Dante game, and a little discussion about it and its history and its importance to me, I suppose.
Oh yes, you and your memories and how everything is so special to you. You're so egotistical, believing that other people give a crap about how you feel about a game that you played when you were a kid.
It's not really egotistical. I'm just trying to share my experience as a gamer, with other people, and in the hopes that they share their experiences back to me as well, and further the knowledge. Really, like a lot of people have never seen this game before, and I think that they should, because I think it's a really important game in the history of the Super Famicom system, the Super Nintendo. So, I mean, this is a great game. This deserves mention, and a lot of people should know about it.